Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we have a really cool double unboxing of a Benchmade bug out and a mini bug out. Now, one of them's a seasonal. You gotta love those seasonal colors. These are inspired here, Pacific Northwest style, those kind of things. But I am excited for one of them because, well, I'm actually excited for both. One's got a really cool blade coating. It's brand new. I want to check that out. But let's get into unboxing these. We're going to go ahead, use that beautiful 940-1, and let's get these opened up. New in the box. Love it. Let's see what we have. So we're going to have the mini bug out, the 535 SL-07. Now that's going to be pretty cool. That's a seasonal SL. And then we have the full-size bug out, the regular bug out, the 535-12. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to look at the mini first. We're going to see what you get in the box. And, of course, your Benchmade box, nicely padded, use and care manual, all the good stuff. Oh, my gosh, look at this color. Color and accents on this one. You get your axis lock information. This one has the Benchmade axis lock in it. Okay, so I need your opinion, the color on this one. We're going to do some color comparisons. I have kind of that, I know they don't like the name of it, but the minty green one from the last season, seasonal drop on the mini bug out. But size-wise, this is what you're looking at. And color on this one, you're going to have black barrel spacers, black hardware, black mini deep pocket carry clip, which is reversible right or left-handed carry, tip up, of course. But you have that really cool gold anodized thumb stud. And let's take a peek at it. So this one looks really good on camera as well. The blade, it's not your normal satin finish. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a really cool blade coating on it. So let's see if we can get a little closer. All the different angles, lighting wise. It's really nice. It's not giving you that reflection, which is really cool. So they call this, it's a Cerakote coating on the blade, but it's a crushed silver. So that's really awesome. Props to this color. I didn't know if I was going to like it. I thought it was going to be maybe too greeny, but this is a sage green and it's a seasonal color, so it's only going to be out for this season. So if you like this color, snatch it up. I kind of like it. I dig the blade coating. I like the little pop of color accent on the thumb stud. Smooth operation, of course. Lined up, ready to go. No issues out of the box. Let's talk about a couple specs on this one. So your blade steel, CPM S30V. It's the drop point blade. Obviously, length on this one overall matching the other mini bug outs. This one is overall open 6.49 inches. The blade is 2.82 inches. And then closed, you're looking at 3.7 inches. I like the fact that the liners, the access bar, all the hardware and pocket clip, they're black. They contrast really well with that sage green. And like I said, we'll look at the other one, the minty green one in a minute. That minty ice cream green. But this is really good. It's going to fit in pretty much any pouch, any bag, anything you can carry it in a shirt pocket. It's so lightweight. The weight on this one, 1.5 ounces. And we'll get into that here in a little bit. We're going to do some weight comparisons as well. Between the two, because I saw some stuff posted. I don't know if it's 100% correct, so we're going to double check it on the video here. So I'm excited about this one. It has a really light texture to that Cerakote coating, so it's not going to be a fingerprint magnet whatsoever, and no light reflection really, which is kind of cool. So let's go ahead and do a comparison and look at the minty green one from last season. And that one had a darker coated blade and all black hardware and thumb stud. So I'm just going to put it on the mat here. And of course you can get an idea, sage green, minty green. I really like the kind of sage green inspiration on this one. And let's do a little bit closer look. We'll look at the different lighting so you can kind of see the color comparison. I like that. Of course, let's do it with like a black color so you can kind of see black compared to this. This is a full-size bug out. Upgraded the thumb stud, swapped them out to some blue ones, of course. But obviously, full-size bug out, mini bug out. We'll open up this other bug out here in a second, but I wanted to show you that size comparison and kind of color look using this mini. So this mini is pretty cool. So we're going to put this up here by the butterfly, titanium butterfly, just saying. Shout out to the Thai butterfly. Okay, so we'll have that one. Let's get this one. I also am going to grab my scale here because we're going to do a weight comparison because I want to make sure that everything weighs up accurately. So we'll get this one opened up as well. Of course, we use the mini for it. Oh, we already got it open. Okay, perfect. Now, this one's the 535/12. And I'm excited for this one. I'm hoping I'm going to like the color on the scales on this one. It's a tan Grivery. And we're going to do a comparison to what kind of the FDE look like from like the Smoky Mountain custom release on this one. But overall, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. All right, so you got the little microfiber bag, you got the access paper lock or access paperwork, not paper lock. But this is your true satin blade. So we're gonna just wipe it off real quick. See if we can get that little bit of oil that was on there. Okay, perfect. So satin blade, so you are gonna get some light reflection out of that, as you can see. Now this is a tan Grivery, so it's in my opinion, looking at it, it's very light. It almost kind of goes into that kind of cream color, like maybe you put a little bit too much creamer in your coffee. I like the gold accents on the barrel spacers on this one and the thumb stud. So they're anodized, of course, but this is the full-size bug out. We'll look at it out of the box. No worries, nothing with the alignment of the blade. It's all centered. Lockup is solid. We'll listen for any stick. No real, little bit right here. So a little tiny bit of lock stick. That's going to come into play. That'll break in super easy. In comparison, you have a similar one, coated access bar. It's super smooth. So anytime these are coated, you get a little bit of difference between the metals matching up with that one. But overall, contrast is good. This one might look really good, you know. Benchmade, plug your ears if you're watching this. Doing a blade swap and putting like a coated blade on this one. Ooh, that would look kind of sick, right? If you get that kind of light, that tan color with the black hardware contrast, that's pretty nice. So, but if you're digging, if you like the kind of earth tones, this one's pretty cool. This one's pretty cool. It's a little lighter. I'm trying to remember, like, let's see, we can look at like the Claymore, so you can kind of see a comparison difference from the Claymore handles and kind of what their brown FDE is versus their tan. And I'm trying to see, tan-wise, I don't have anything else really in the collection other than this SMKW set of full-size bug outs. And this was kind of their FDE, you know, G10 in comparison to the Grivery. But you can see the contrast difference, you know, so it's a light tan. It's I guess that's what tan is, right? A really light brown, but it's got a really cool, unique look to it. Oh, you know what? Actually, hold on. I do have one other knife, and it was the old mini Griptilian, the Cabela's edition, and this is kind of that brown. You know, they had that brown Grivery, so there's a good comparison right there of kind of color-wise what they've done. And then I think there's one more that we need to do. Let me see if I can grab it here. It's probably not going to be in here, which it's not, but that's okay. I was going to say, let's do a white comparison, but we'll get the sage in there as well. So you can see a really good comparison of all three colors. I like that. That's pretty neat. So either way, this one's brown. This one's a tan. I like the tan coloring, but blade-wise, I've kind of, myself personally, I've been into more of a darker stone wash than a satin finish where it's, you know, super light reflective. So you get that coating, even that silver crush coating. Look at the lack of light reflection on it. You know, that's so awesome. So, or having like a black coated blade, those kind of things would kind of be a cool contrast. But I get what they're doing here. Especially a lot of people like to use these food prep. You can, I mean, it's so lightweight. The bug outs, you guys have seen it. If you haven't, check out my attempt at a destruction video of my original bug out with the blue Gravity. And it's pretty awesome. These things take an incredible amount of torture and are just super lightweight. So they're good for packing. They're good for pretty much anything you're going to use them for. Definitely highly recommended. So like I said, I did want to get into a little bit of a comparison on the weight. So let's go ahead and get our scale up here. It's our high-tech scale, but it's going to give me an idea because the 1.5 ounces on the mini bug out, I was like, please say the battery didn't just die. That would be sad. But okay, so 1.52 ounces, 1.5 on the mini bug out, which is an incredible lightweight. And then on the full size, this one, the 535-12, also with the CPM S30 blade, all the good stuff. And I don't know if we talked about the specs on this one, but that one's 1.9 ounces, 1.9 ounces on the full size. So everything's under 2 ounces. That is awesomely incredible. And overall, your specs for the full size bug out, they are the same size as all the others. So you're going to run into, you know, an overall length of 7.46 inches. The blade's 3.23 inches. Blade thickness on that, on the full size, and the mini is 0.09 inches. Closed on the full size is 4.22 inches. And the handle thickness, 0.42 of an inch. And this is 0.41 of an inch on the mini. So there's some quick specs, some quick comparisons. You know, maybe you also want to know, like, how does this compare to like a mini Griptilian? You know, you have a mini Griptilian, you have the mini bug out. How does it compare? So there's a mini Griptilian. So it kind of gives you a good idea of, you know, handle length is pretty close to the same, a smidge longer, but overall blade length is the same. And then here's it compared to the, you know, full size bug out as well. So hopefully that gives you a really good idea. Huge shout out to BenchMade, coming out with some awesome products. I'm excited for the water line. I'm also, man, I got hands on with the mini Claymore OTF. Oh my gosh, those are some really good ones. So anyways, let me know down in the comments what your thoughts are. Let me know if you're going to go sage green on a mini, especially with that really cool crushed silver Cerakoting. Or if you're like, this tan and gold speaks to me, I got to have it. Or let me know if you're going to stick with whatever bug out you already have. Because hopefully you already have a bug out. But if not, check them out. There's so many options, so many different ways to customize them as well. If you want to see some customizing, come back, check out my channel. We're doing some soon. All right, you guys, do me a favor. Make sure to, of course, do something kind for someone. And it's the hashtag DSKFS. Do something kind for someone. It really means a lot. It's really, really awesome just to pass on some kindness unexpectedly, randomly to a stranger is so much joy to everyone. Anyways, you have an awesome rest of your day, but most importantly, take care.